usually home fairly early. Usually home 1:30, 2:30 is my average, that range. And I usually start around 6 a.m., 7 a.m. It all depends on where I start and how early I start. Not bad at all. And the thing I want to focus on today is talking about just work and money in general. One of the things I wish I would have learned when I was younger was how to save more. Because my mom, my mom mainly, she made a lot of money. And and my whole life was just abundance. So I didn't value money for a long time. It didn't really start until I got to maybe 30 years old, 32 years old. Right now I'm 36, and it's been a challenge. It's been a learning experience. One of the things I want to talk to you all today is that you need to save as much as you can save. You got to sacrifice a little bit. You can't always be eating out. You can't always be going out. Don't get all the theme park season passes, because that's a big money killer. Especially if you have a girlfriend or if you got kids or anything, you're going to want to eat there. You're going to want desserts. You're going to want souvenirs. And that's money that, will just be wasted. It'll be lost. I did that a lot pretty early in my relationship. We were living during some good times during the Obama years. I was always able to eat out when Obama was in office, and then we got Trump. It wasn't that bad either. And then we got Biden, and now you see why you have to save and why it's so important to save. Things like this happen with the inflation and just everything getting more expensive. And the funny thing is that inflation only went as high. It only went as high as 8%. So what that means is that if an item costs $1, what that means is that because of inflation, it'll not be worth $1.08. But is that what companies are charging you? Companies are charging you double, triple, quadruple for a lot of these things, and it's not fair. It's not fair. And the best way to vote is to vote with your wallet. Just don't partake in a lot of those things. Restaurants, theme parks, hotels. A lot of things have been going up like crazy. I took a trip out to Nevada, Las Vegas, because my brother-in-law was getting married. And we spent minimum for me, my wife, and my two sons, just on the basics. We spent $1,300, just about. That's not cheap. Everyone would think we're a lot cheaper. But I did manage to make a little money, especially during the Trump years when things were good. We had a lot of abundance, and I made a little extra money, and I started investing. I started investing a little bit, and I made a little money out of that. And I was able to repay some debts. I was able to invest in some other things to make a little extra money. Like for example, I started a food selling business where I also sell bacon wrapped hot dogs on the streets in front of bars. You don't have to get all the licenses and everything. Maybe I've been lucky, and also I'm real clean as well when it comes to that, and I also chose bacon wrapped hot dogs because bacon was made to be just left out due to the curing. I'm not sure if any of you know about curing, but when you salt meats and then you just leave them out and they dry up. That's how you get a lot of your salamis. That's how you get a lot of your pepperoni. That's how you get bacon. What's the other one? The Italian one. God, what's it called? You know the one that's like really, really thin bacon? Prosciutto. That's what it's called, prosciutto. You also have chorizo. You know, chorizo, when you first make it, like, you know, you can actually just leave it out. You know, it's meat, but with all the salts and everything in the meat, and also the spices, you can leave it out and it'll just dry out. And it'll become more like jerky. You know, so I chose bacon wrap hot dogs because both of those meats are cured meats. So, you know, it's a lot safer to, you know, and I'm not saying that I leave them out. I do have everything in the cooler, but it's just, you know, an example of a food safe or a safe street food to work with. And that's always one of my arguments too. Whenever I get stopped by the city or anything, or they come telling me anything, you know, I just say, hey, you know, if you do your research, if these are cured meats, they are not going to spoil. So it's safe. And that's one example of the things that I've used to make money. I've done a lot of apps, Uber, Lyft. I've done Shipt. I've done Postmates, where you go buy things for people and you deliver things. That was cool for a little while. I've been a handyman. I've done a lot of TV mountings. I've done a lot of furniture assembly. You know, and a few things here, like, you know, drywall patching, things like that, painting. There's different little things that I've done, and thank God that I've been able to stay afloat. I only have one job now. I kind of put the food vending on ice for the time being, just because of how expensive everything is. But it looks like the prices have come down, so I will start that up again. And I think I want to make some videos with me being out there as well. But that's how it is, guys. You know, you shouldn't just accept becoming poor. You should look for different avenues. You should look for different sources of income, different things that you can do to make a little money, to stay afloat, to provide for yourself or for your family, if you have a family. You know, especially boys, you know, men that are watching, you have to do what it takes. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you're gay or anything like that. You're still a man. You're a boy, and you have to do what has to be done. That's the reason why God gave us testosterone, so we can chase things, so we can hunt, chase the bag, hunting the bag. That's a lot of rappers would say. Getting the bag. That's what we're made for, you know, to hunt. And as I was saying earlier, I managed to save a little money. I got my own little bag. It's not too bad. And I've been investing it. And I've been investing into the crypto markets. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Shiba Inu, XRP. You know, all those coins. All those crypto coins. And guess what? Let me give you an example. Like, it doesn't matter how much you have, but as long as you make the effort. But one of my bags or one of my holdings, I only put in $650, and it's now sitting at 3,500. That's one example right there. That's a 5x on my $600 that I put in at first. You should see money like that, you know. how can I make this money grow without me having to work extra? And I feel like that's how the rich get rich, and that's how they stay rich. Because whatever money they do have, they just invest. They put it to work. Hey, but let's be grateful that we have another day. Another day in the sun. We have another day of, being able to breathe, to walk around. That's another thing too that also helps out a lot. Is having faith. I don't care what you worship. If you worship Jesus, like a lot of people do, if you worship God, the Creator, you worship Allah, you worship Yahweh, you worship Baphomet, Baal, I don't care. As long as you believe in something, and as long as you express gratitude for being able to get up every day, and being able to see the sun. It's summer right now where I'm at, and everybody's complaining about how hot it is, but, I think to myself, we should be more grateful that we get to see the sun one more day, and that we didn't die the night before or the day before. Yeah, it's hot, but you're alive to feel it, to experience it. And when you have that attitude, you just get blessed, by whatever's out there. Things just seem to, everything just seems to fall into place. Yeah, I may not be the richest, I'm not even close to being the richest, but I have everything I need. I get to eat every day, every single day. I have a wife that loves me. I have my sons that adore me, and they look up to me. And life is good. I really have no complaints. I'm almost at my next house. Maybe like 5 minutes away. We'll see right now. But I will be ending this video soon. I just wanted to share a few of those thoughts with you guys. Once again, as I said, this is just for my ramblings, which will vary from time to time. Where I'll talk about money, I'll talk about religion, I'll talk about relationships a little bit, different things, just what I've learned over the years. So if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a like. If you want to subscribe, you're welcome to subscribe. If you want to comment, on my ESO English or whatever, if you have any type of wit, any jokes, just drop them down below. I won't cry that much. Once again, this is Il Chapo Vlogs.